Hello everyone, my name is Nata and I continue to share with you my finds from Aliexpress. Hopefully my previous videos, they were useful for you and you found something interesting and nice for you, for your projects or probably for your children. Okay, let's start. I will start from the shop where I have here the most cutting dies. It's Nidar store from Aliexpress, and I recommend you this store so much because all cutting dies what I bought there, they are sharp. It's easy to cut. So I recommend, and the seller also is very great there. I communicated with him or her, and it was very great. He answered me fast, and all was great in general. So I will start from. As I told you, all cutting dies are great and they are sharp, cutting well, fast. But two dies I will show you. It's some little details in two dies, and what I didn't like. So we start from this fish. You see, it's very cute and it's great to use in a sea topic. So I will show you probably on white paper. Yes, it could be much better. So as you see, it's very beautiful fish. And it's lots of details, like here you can see. So it cuts very well. I recommend you this cutting die. And also, if you want that it cuts very well, you need to use separately, or to take two, or try to do 4 and 2. If it doesn't work, try to do one by one. Me, I did with all, and only this fish, it was here a little bit problem, but it's because I didn't separate. That's why I recommend you to separate, to cut better, but in general this is perfect dice. So I recommend you it. Next, let's continue sea topic. It's medusa, and it also very great cutting. So it's also here with lots of details. So perfect. Also I recommend you it. Okay, next octopus. It was also super great cutting. Easy, fast, and it's very sharp. Just here it's a minus because it's difficult to put out this paper what is cut. Here it's not completely whole, as you see, so you can't push from this side. So for this it's here it's difficult to clean, but how it cuts, it's very, very great. Next, okay, here. So here it's wow. It's very, very wow. It's great to use for pirates or for Caribbean. The sea also it could be great, or Caribbean pirates from movie. So it's very great in this. So it's also easy to cut. Next, it's very great dye. It's unique. I didn't see it anywhere more. And look how it's great. It's also to use in pirate or pirate, how it's pronounced correctly. So it's very great, easy also to cut. But here it's what I told, that in some cutting dies I dislike some in 2 or 3. Okay, I disliked some details. It cuts here very, you see now, yes, it's only here and here it's and in the middle it cuts completely, so it's pretty fragile. Me, I prefer when it's just embossing or just pressing, just to show a line, that it's just line here, but not to cut too much. So about this, it's a minus. So here I disliked this, because if to use in a pop-up construction, it's pretty fragile. But if just to glue somewhere, it's okay, and it's very beautiful. So think about it. If you want to buy, know that it cuts here a lot, but it's wow. Okay, next. Okay, it's Italy Roma Colisée. So it's also great, easy to cut, fast. I told you all. I was so much surprised that all cutting dies from that shop, they are sharp, so easy to cut. It's great cutting die or pizza. So it's also easy to cut. It's also great. And if you're interested about size, it's pretty big, I can tell you. It's 13 centimeters, 2 millimeters. And Colisée, okay, let's from here. 11 4, no, 11 3, 11 3, and like that. 7 5. So it's also great size. Okay, next. Okay, it's for hiking. Also very great. So it's too much great. I like it so much. With lots of details. and here it's possible to read travel. Super. So I recommend you this also, cutting dies. It's very great. Okay, next let's check books, and it looks like that. Also look, lots of details. So super. So I recommend you also this. Just also here, as you see, it's also cuts completely from this side, but it's okay. Most of all, even to use in a pop-up construction, it's pretty strong. Yes, it's pretty strong. So even in pop-up construction, you can use it. So very great knife. Next from that shop. Okay, I was completely surprised with this knife because I did it with this. I put in machine this cutting die plus this cutting die, and I did only one time, and just from one time, only from one time, it cut all completely. And I'm surprised because with this kind of knives, when it's lots of details, it's pretty difficult to cut, and it's necessary to do it minimum 2 times. And with this knife it was easy, so I was too much surprised about it. And look how it's beautiful. So with lots of details, face is exactly like Dumbledore has. So too much great cutting die. Too much satisfied about it. Okay, next also about this cutting die, I was a little bit sad because I thought that it's for photo 913, standard photo 913, but this it's less. It's for 8 centimeters 2 or 3 millimeters, and 12 I will tell you, because it's you see, it's pretty little in comparison how standard photo 913, it's pretty little. So I will tell you exactly size of it. It's 843. Okay, it's 8 centimeters 3-4 millimeters, and here it's 12 centimeters 3-4 millimeters also. So it's very great knife. It cuts fast, easy. Just I did it one time with as I told you, with this kind of knife. I did it together like that. So like that I did, and just one time, and it cut very well. So it's very sharp. It's a very great knife, but I think that it's a little size. It's also cute. It's great to use for little photos, But if you need for 913, it's not this frame, because I thought that it's exactly for this kind of photos, but not. Okay. Next, this it's also from that store. Oh, it's like that. It's pretty great, and also from this cutting die you can use if you need some rounds. It's different size of rounds, so you can use it. And from this you also can use for shaker, probably, if you need. So it's also it's very great. It's sharp, easy to cut, fast. So I recommend you it also. This cutting die it's also great. It cuts all. As you see. And also I would like to give you a life hack to how to cut. If it's with lots of details, for instance, like this, also it's lots of details. Here it's lots of details. I suggest you to cut cutting side up, not like that. You need to put on machine like that. After you need to put paper like that. After again you need to put acrylic plastine, and after you need to cut, to roll. But remember that you need to put cutting side up, and after you will see difference. It's a very big difference when you cut like that or like that. It's big difference. Also, if you have some problems with some cutting dies, what you have now, try put cutting side up, after put paper, after acrylic plastine, and after roll, and try like that. So it's also great. I recommend you it. This also is great. It also cuts very well. Just you need to cut, as I told you, cutting side up with this kind of knife. Okay, from that shop, from Nidar store shop, we finished, and I would like to show you from shop what I bought. It also came to me recently, and I would like to show you cutting dies. It's also great. It's four cutting dies, and they are great. Look, lots of details. It cuts very well. And also I already created some chipboards from this kind of cutting dies, so it's great. I recommend you it. Okay, next it's C-Star. It's also great cutting die, as you see. So I like it so much. So it's very great. I recommend you it. This I bought a long time ago, but I used it in my project, and I will show you some albums, and you will see how it's involved. So it's lots of little bottles, jars for chemistry, and it looks like that. Different kind of bottles. So I already created some chipboards from that cutting die, and I used it in my projects. I will show you. So it's great. I like it. It's great cutting dies. It's also easy to cut, so it's great. I recommend you it. Okay, and this last cutting die, it's a book. It's it's 4. In general, it was fixed like that, but I separated. It was 3. I separated because if not, it's not background behind. So when I cut like that first. I put this also like that, fix. So I cut like that. I cut 3, and after I cut just this one to put behind, that it could be background. This it's unique. It's a great knife. In general, I like, but some details I disliked, because here it just press, and on the picture it shows that it cuts completely, and it's possible to see what is when you put one after one. On the photo on Aliexpress, you can see that it's possible to see what is behind written, but here it just pressed. So I didn't like it so much, that it just pressed. And one cutting die, I don't remember which one, or this or this. No, this probably. Okay, one cutting die doesn't cut well, and I need to do by myself with my cutter. I need to cut little details here, but yes, it takes lots of time, but result is pretty great. Now I will show you my work, and I will show my book. It looks like that. So it's you can see it's a volume. It's like chipboard. It's like 3D book. So you can see it's not cut. It just press a little bit, and after it's me. I painted with pen. In fact, it's great. It's great. I like it so much. How it looks. Just it cuts not so good one, and plus it doesn't cut here. But in fact, I like it. I dislike to spend lots of time to cut by myself here, but result great. And this is bottles. What I use, what I show you, it's what I used also in my project. So I think yes, for today it's finished. I presented you all my cutting dies what I received recently and what I used recently in my projects. So I hopefully I was useful for you, and my videos they were useful for you. You found probably something good for your projects, and you found some good cutting dies. So I wish you lots of inspiration, lots of projects, lots of good finds on Aliexpress, not only on Aliexpress. And on next video I will show you my embossing folders. So see you on my next video.